What's up, YouTube? It's your girl Tatiana Noele, and I'm back with another video. As you guys can tell from the title, this subject is very sensitive to me. It's very personal to me. So I wanted to bring you guys here in my humble abode. I'm bringing you guys into my bedroom. You can see a little bit of my closet, my perfume and accessory area. And I just wanted to bring you guys into a little bit more of an intimate, personal space with me because this is real. I suffer from depression. A lot of my depression comes from it's a lot of the stuff that I went through as a child, or I just saw as a child, or just been subjected to as a child, caused me to have a lot of depression and a lot of false thoughts about life and my perspective and my relationships and all that stuff. So yeah, I suffer from depression. This past week, I truly, you guys, I truly am blaming it on Mercury retrograde, because as soon as it hit August 1st, it may be a mind thing, it may just be a whole mental thing. As soon as it hit August 1st, I literally stepped out of that depression. But like last week, I was in this whole depressed state of mind. And this is actually where I got the idea for this video. I was really going through this depressed state. And I think I told you guys already that I kind of want this channel to be like, it's a journey. I really want to take you guys with me. And one of the things that I found to be like, you know, a bag that I have to carry on my journey is depression. I don't want to say that it's a negative thing. I don't want to say that it's a hindrance. I don't want to say that it's anything like that, because I've actually found the beauty in depression. And that's what I want to share with you guys today. A lot of people view depression as something that is negative, something that is debilitating, something that just holds you back from being happy and just finding your true purpose in life. But the whole, like, in all actuality, you guys, depression is a medium to finding your true purpose. Depression is kind of like the emergency brake. You know when you're a student driver? Oh God, yes. You know when you're a student driver and there's a teacher on the side, and they have that brake that they can press just in case you're beside yourself and you're just going a little too fast, or you're just not listening, you're not taking direction, so they have that brake to press. Depression is kind of like that brake. Sometimes we go through life and we're just either clueless or way too focused. But depression is there to kind of slow you down, to kind of get you back grounded and get you sitting with yourself, and to get you in your thoughts, to get you back into a self-analytical perspective. A place to where you can look inside yourself, because so often we're just existing. So often we're covering the depression. We're drinking, we're gambling, we're smoking, we're spending money, we're shopping, we're partying, we're making music, we're knee deep into something that we're addicted to, something that just keeps our mind busy and focused, because we know if we sit with it, we're gonna face a whole lot of thoughts that maybe we're scared to deal with, maybe we're not ready to deal with, or maybe we just don't think that we're equipped to deal with. But literally whatever you go through, you have the ability, you have it in you to handle it. That is not a joke. Like, if you are faced with it, you can fucking handle it, okay? Period, point blank. But for whatever reason, we do not want to sit with ourselves. Depression is there to force you to sit with yourselves. And it can get real. It can get to the point of suicidal. This is why you have to be mindful, because it can take you out if you aren't mindful, if you don't give it the respect, if you don't give it the nurturing, if you don't give it the love that it needs. I thought my nail just broke. If you don't give it the love that it needs, it can take you out. It can be stronger than you. It can be an opposing force if you look at it that way. If you take depression and you coddle it under your wing, and you learn from it, and you give it its respect to kind of breathe when it needs to breathe, when it kind of needs to show you what it needs to show you, what your soul is trying to show you through its depression, through its lens of depression. When you allow it to express itself, it'll show you the things that you need to do, the things that you need to change, the things that you need to redirect about yourself to get yourself in a better position that will align you with, or put you back in alignment with, happiness. Depression isn't a bad thing, but we've been conditioned to view it as a negative. We've been conditioned to view it as, or to pick on people who have depression. It's human nature that when depression comes about, we try to do everything in our power to fight it, do everything in our power to force ourselves into a state of happiness. And that's how you kind of create a storm. Any kind of forced energy is going to create opposition. It's going to create tension. It's going to create a storm, you know? We try to force ourselves back into this happy state, or we try to force ourselves into not falling into depression. I used to do this. I used to kind of feel my depression coming on, and I used to try to beat it with playing music, or beat it with doing the things that I knew would help me get through my depression. I would try to, like, you know, put a stop to it. Yeah, that's human nature, right? It's human nature to survive. It's human nature to stand up against the threat, and we feel like depression is a threat. But, you know, you kind of have to invite it or welcome it, allow it to know that it's coming into a safe haven. I know that when I feel depression coming on, I kind of clear my schedule. I don't put too many things on myself because I know that I'm going to into a state of incapability, a state of low energy, a state of low productivity. I kind of don't put these things on myself because I'm expecting some things, and then when you don't meet your expectations, that leads to disappointment. So I don't want to create another energy, another negative energy, if you will. So I try to clear my schedule. You know, I try not to commit to anything. I try not to put any type of work on my schedule. And if I already have commitments, you know, I feel it out. I feel my depression. I feel if I'm capable. Sometimes you're in a depressed state where you need to be around people because it's a situation, again, a heartbreak or something like that, that if you just overthink about it, it's just going to drive you crazy. And other times you need to be by yourself because you've been acting a whole mess lately and you're just not happy with your actions and you need to think about it. So I try to feel it out, and I just try to see what works best for me. I clear my schedule, and if I have those prior commitments, and you know, self-love is taking care of yourself. And if you're in a depressed state and you need to be by yourself, and it's one of those depressed moments when you need to be by yourself, I just tell those people, you know, first and foremost, you have to be honest with people, not only other people but yourself, that you have depression and that you go through bouts of depression. So I just be honest with those people. You know, I just kind of see what is necessary for me. I don't try to go against it. I clear my schedule if necessary. And then when it comes, I try to do the things that I actually enjoy doing if I can just be lazy. If nobody was judging me and I just wanted to like lay around the house, I literally would probably walk around my house naked. I'll sit around and I'll binge watch a show on Netflix, or, you know, I do the things that I so want to do when I don't have the time to do those things. I take advantage because we are human. We need to live. You know, and depression allows you to just slow down and watch that TV show that you didn't get to watch, or surf the web for whatever, or online shop because retail therapy is a real thing. You know, it just allows you the moment to be human and not always be on, especially if you're an entrepreneur or somebody that's trying to build a legacy, you're always on go. And when depression comes around, you can feel like it's counterproductive, but it's allowing you to live, and you need to remember to live. That may be another reason why you're facing depression too, because you're always going, and you just don't live enough for yourself and or for the people around you who love you. You know, be there for them too. But yeah, so I'll do the things that I just know that this makes me happy. Sometimes I will literally get in my car and look like shit and go to the art store and shop for hours. I need to create something while I'm in this moment because it's gonna fucking make some amazing art, you know, because depression is what it is. It's going to be strong enough to where that TV show is gonna fade out, or the web is, you know, you're gonna forget about it and you're gonna get in your thoughts. And this is the tough part. This is the part where once you give it some respect, it'll respect you a little bit more, and it'll make it easier for you to get through those thoughts. So don't try to just jump headfirst into curing or analyzing your depression. This is gradual, and you have to be mindful that the severe end of depression is extreme circumstances. So be mindful of your strength. But you're gonna get into those thoughts and just gradually analyze the levels and the depths of your depression, and watch yourself. Be real with yourself, and it's gonna take time, it's gonna take practice, and it's gonna take patience, because you're gonna have to breathe deep breaths. You're gonna have to be aware of when your anxiety levels start to raise. You're gonna have to be aware of when your thoughts start to take over and you get dark. You're gonna have to be aware of that. And if you don't have the mental strength to do it on your own, I highly suggest having a companion, a significant other, a parent, a sibling, a best friend, somebody by your side, especially when you know you want to do the work to get through your depression. You want to do the work to analyze and understand your depression. If you know you want to do it, but you know you're not strong enough, ask somebody to come and spend the weekend with you. You don't need them to be all up in your face. You just need somebody at the house, because I'm sensitive and I want to get through this. You have to be honest, you know? So sit with those thoughts and allow it to show you the levels of what it's going to show you. And when you feel like it's just too much, this is where you have to find your coping mechanisms. I can tell you guys, for me, taking a shower, smoking a J, listening to some music, getting in my car driving, painting, doing my makeup, playing with my dog, calling a family or friend member, those are my coping mechanisms. One of those are going to work when I start to feel my anxiety levels rising. Oh, meditating and deep breathing. Those are also some good ones that work for me too. That's what I'm going to do when I feel my anxiety levels get too deep. I remember one time I was going through a depression, and I was just sitting there, and I'm not going to lie to you guys, it doesn't necessarily get better, you just get stronger, you know? But I was sitting there, and I started feeling like my chest was about to cave in. Like, I started feeling like, I don't know, I forgot the exact, I do remember, I don't want to share it with you guys, I'm lying, I can't share it with you guys, but I felt my chest about to cave in, and I felt like I couldn't breathe, and I was home by myself, and at the time I was living in this place that had a balcony, and on the balcony the lady had like net because she had a dog and she didn't want the dog to fall through, and it was great, it was honestly a great thing because I have a dog too. But at the time I went on my balcony and I tried to take a deep breath, and then I saw the net there, and I was like, oh my God, I'm trapped. And I really could not breathe. I could not breathe. You guys, I couldn't breathe. I'm laughing now, but I was so serious, I couldn't breathe. And I just had to remind myself that I had a family that loved me. I had friends that needed me. I had family that needed me. I needed them. Like, I reminded myself of my purpose, you know? And I have a purpose, and I have value, and I have people that remind me of it all the time. And God, thank you, God, that they didn't even know that they were there, but they were there on my mind to save me and just kind of allow me to breathe through it. Breathing, you guys. I'm not even about to hold you. Breathing and praying to God. How did I forget that one? Breathing and praying. Whew, breathing and calling on God will really calm your nerves down. But as you're going through those thoughts and you start to feel your anxiety levels or your depressed levels or your, it's not dopamine. What's the negative one? Or the, y'all know what I'm saying. When you start to feel it rise, you have to know your limits, and you have to employ a coping mechanism that will bring you back to a grounded state. You have to do something, even if it's just like, my crystals are right there, even if it's just like getting your crystals in your hand and just like rubbing them around, you know. I have 2 soda lights right here because it's for balance. Soda lights are for balance. These, and then I have my sage. Sometimes if I'm feeling like really stressed out, like I haven't done this in a while actually, I will sit there and I will just like, you know, like stress balls, tension balls, I'll light my sage. I definitely light my sage all the time. You know, like you gotta find your coping mechanisms to know where your threshold is, but that doesn't mean you don't do the work. That doesn't mean you don't do the work. That doesn't mean you don't go knocking on the door. That doesn't mean you don't go like dig the hole, but that just means you have to know when to stop and take a break, breathe, reground yourself, recenter yourself, and then go back at it, you know? And when your depression comes, that's the time to go at it. You don't beat up on yourself when you're in a happy moment. You don't freaking be in the middle of the park and say, hey, I wonder why I was crying last week, you know? You don't do that. And employ those coping mechanisms. And then before you know it, you'll look back and it'll be like 2 or 3 days, and then you'll want to get up and take a shower. You'll want to get up and change your clothes. You'll want to get up and do something. You're craving to do something, be it companionship or outside, nature, something that is opposite of your depression, and you'll just find yourself like crawling out of it. And then your hunger, your drive will be so intact, and you'll produce so much, so fast, so much quality because you've been in a low productive state. So coming out of a depression, coming out of a real good depression, you produce some good stuff, okay? You like this video? Okay, coming out of a real good depression, you produce some good stuff. So, you know, you have to learn how to use depression as a tool. It's not something to break you down. It's something to get you to look at yourself and understand yourself and use yourself as the best asset you will ever freaking have. Okay? And nobody should understand you better than you understand you.
If you know what I mean. Wait, what?
You have depression. Own that shit, okay? Any type of illness, any type of disease, any type of illness, any type of disease, any type of anything that you face in life that you have been blessed with, you being tough enough to handle, you own it, okay? That's the first things first. And after you own it, you respect it, okay? You respect it, and then you nurture it, and then you understand it, and then you live with it. You know, you don't go against it. You're going to make life hard for yourself if you go against things like depression. You have to understand it, and you have to give it what it needs, and you have to take care of it. You have to take care of yourself, and nobody should be able to use you against you. Nobody should be able to use you against you. Nobody should be able to throw in your face. That's why you have depression, and it stings. Yeah, bitch, I know. Okay? And that shit taught me that I'm a great-ass painter. That shit taught me that I'm a great-ass friend to the wrong-ass people. That shit taught me that I'm a loyal-ass person, and I respect and deserve that back, you know? It's a tool, you guys. Before we go, you guys, I really, truly, this was so hard for me to record. It was tough for me to get to. Like, saying that I was recording this and then actually recording it, there was a big gap in between that, because this was just really... Giving people ammo about your life is a tough thing, but there's so many people out in this world that have depression. So many of my family members, so many of my friends, so many people that I know that really, truly, and I love y'all so much, that look to me for strength, and I'm like, Lord knows, I'm making it because of y'all. Like, I'm the strength for so many people, and that's why I have to be so strong, you know? I know that sounds like really egotistical, but it's real shit. Like, because some days I really just want to give in, but I'm like, damn, I know so-and-so needs me, or I know so-and-so is looking at me, because I see it, and you know it, and they tell you, and it's just, you know. So I'm strong for y'all. I'm strong because of y'all. So recording this video to me was necessary. So I really want you guys to comment, you know, maybe you want to send me a DM on my Instagram at Tatiana Noele. It's always in the description. Or maybe you just want to write it in the community on the comment board because you want to be a light for somebody else. But I want you guys to talk to me. I want you guys to, I don't know, tell me how you deal with your depression. Tell me if you think depression is an asset, or if you feel like you wish you didn't have it. Ask me questions, you know. Tell me if I'm fucking crazy and that my perspective is all wrong. But I want you guys to talk to me. And I also want to know, do you guys like this? Like, do you guys like me in front of the backdrop, or do you like more personal touches like this? Somebody told me that this makes the video more intimate, and it makes you guys like me more. And I guess we'll see by the views and the likes too, you know. Like this, share this, you know. I love you guys. I love you guys so much. I want you guys to overcome this. I want you guys to understand depression is a tool. Depression is powerful. Depression gets you to be the strongest version of you can ever be. It equips you with knowledge of self. It makes you understand yourself stronger than anybody in this world will understand you. And nobody has any right to use you against you. Own you, love you, know you, and be you as best as you can be. Okay, you guys, if this video did something for you, please share it, because it's not this video I hope it touches somebody. Like, I hope it reaches somebody, and I hope it, you know, just, I don't know, I hope it changes at least one person's life. Like, for real, depression is real, and it can be a fucking beast. But if you just change your glasses, if you change your perspective, I promise you'll be so much stronger, and you'll be able to handle it so much better, and you'll just have a way different perspective and a way different outlook on life, and things will be so much easier, and you'll just be so much lighter. I love you guys, and I really thank you so much for taking the time out to just listen and watch this video and share this video and like this video and comment on this video and subscribing to my channel. And I'm just gonna keep sharing this journey with you guys. I'm gonna definitely have a lot more videos like this. Like, any knowledge I have, I just want to pour it back out into the world. But I'm definitely about to get back on this makeup stuff, you guys. Next video, I'm about to have on some fucking crazy eyeshadow or something, because yeah. But I love you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, we're out. That's the damn video.